What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is finally done snowing, so what are we doing? We're out here riding, getting after it. Woo! I love riding right after it snows because it is fucking beautiful. Especially there's no, out here we get this stuff called inversion, which it's kind of like, it's basically smog. It's all clear and you get this awesome view of these snow covered mountains. Check that out. Got you on the 360 back here too. Bouncing around. Yeah, so I'm messing with my mic a little bit. I tried to do a video the other day and it was just clipping like crazy. I might show parts of that. I'm just trying to get a clear mic, man. You know, what temperature is it right now? It's 34, so it's not too bad. I'm just in a sweatshirt. No heated gear. Keep an eye on that 360 camera back there. Oh yeah, I got no heated gear on. Just regular leather tobacco gloves. And we're gonna roll around the Dyna. I thought it'd be kind of cool to talk to you guys about. Look at this beard hanging out. I thought it'd be kind of cool to talk to you guys about this bike and finally introduce you to it and why I built it the way I built it. So that being said, we're gonna head on down to the gas station right now, go grab some fuel, and we'll talk about it. But yeah, short ride, get some miles on the Dyna. We still got like 700 braking miles to go, so yeah, we'll keep it grinding. Ew, soupy up in here. Get some gas in the hog. Hey, why are these? Oh, there we go. There's a pump. So yeah, I'm gonna grab some gas. It'll be really quick for you guys, but I'll be back in a second. And just like that, we're back. That was probably like 2 seconds for you guys. Alright, yeah, so why did I build this Dyna the way I did? With the fairing, the lift on the bike, the brakes, the handlebar rise and whatnot. Well, I'll tell you. But I think it'd be funner to tell you while I'm riding. So let's go do that. Alright, so starting with the fairing. Well, I was trying to tell you guys in my last video that, like I said, the audio was coming in crappy. Was that I was on this long trip, man, during coronavirus, like 14 days, bro, just going down the coast, and I was going to come home up back through the Sierras, but it so happened it was in April and the Sierras were getting dumped on, so lots of snow happening up there, and I couldn't get through. So what I ended up doing was I just took the I-5. Oop, we gotta watch out for ice. I took the I-5 down to Southern California, stayed at my boy's house, and then straight up 15 back to Utah. So when I was cruising, man, I had a Amazon T-Sport fairing on this thing, and it would just like jiggle the bars while the wind was blowing, and it was just terrifying, man. I hated riding with that fairing. My head would be bobbling like crazy, and I just couldn't see street signs. It just wasn't good. In the perfect wind, it was good. But anyways, so I'm cruising, man, fighting wind, scared as hell. I look over, and there's a dude on a damn road glide, bro, kicking back. I don't remember if he had one hand on or no hands on, but this dude just relaxed, man. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, I didn't plan to buy a road glide, but I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, those frame mounted fairings are where it's at. And I started looking into like what I could do for this bike, to get the same effect, but not have to upgrade and get a road glide. So I did just that, and I found this, I did some research. I was watching YouTube. At the time, I was watching a lot of FXDL Brooklyn, and you know, he had just got the fairing, and he was talking about how good it is and how it works so well on long trips, and that's what I wanted to do. And he really talked me into it, honestly. So yeah, long story short, man, I got that, put this thing on here, and man, on long trips, short trips, whatever the case is, this thing just cuts through anything, dude. With my modular helmet, I can leave the modular helmet open. I mean, I'm in a regular helmet, you can leave the visor open in really any conditions and still be able to be good. You know, you can still, your head's not bobbling, it's not grabbing your helmet. It's really nice, in my opinion. It makes the long trips easier, cuts down on that wind fatigue. Like, I'm chilling right now, like there's no, where the wind completely goes around me. So in addition to that, I did the Clockworks 9-inch sport flare, but I did this not because the stock windshield was bad. The stock windshield might even be better than this one. I honestly only did this windshield because it looks good. And half of the things I feel like we do on our bike are, I don't know, maybe 50, maybe some people are 50-50, right? Looks and performance. But all right, so continuing down the bike, 12-inch MX T-bars from West Coast T-bars. This was like the first thing I think I did on the bike. Bassani Road Rage 2-into-1 pipe would be the second thing I did, and then Saddleman Step Up and Olean's shocks, reservoir shocks on the back. I think those were like the first upgrades I did. But once I did the back, I lifted the back up, and once I did that, I was like, I kind of want to lift the front, you know what I mean? Because more ground clearance. If the bike felt small to me, because I am 6'3", so once I lifted it, man, it just fits. It fits like, this bike fits like a glove. I love it. You know, and the suspension's really good. In the front, I just did Race Tech. Nothing fancy, nothing special, and they're great. Let's go down to brakes. So brakes, I had a wheel bearing blow out on my back rim, which really did a number on my rear caliper. I used it for a while, but it just wasn't hooking up. It was just all like kind of bad. So I said, fuck it, dude. Went to the shop. I was like, hey man, let's I'm just gonna slow down because my camera. I was like, let's go ahead and throw on some performance brakes and some rotors. The reason I picked Brembos was for the color. That's the only reason. They're black and red. Black and red. Then Lindell rotors, they're completely chrome, so that was really the only ones I could find like that, and they just look so good. They said there was increased stopping power. I don't know. I felt like the braking power on this Dyna was good. Everything but the back brake was really, really good on this Dyna stock. What else do we have going on here? Obviously the quad lock with the wireless charger. This right here is money for me. I turn the phone sideways and put the maps on when I'm going on far trips, and it gets the job done, man. Like, you got your maps on there. If somebody calls, you can answer it. You know, it's a nice heads-up display without having to fiddle around with anything. All right, what have I not mentioned? Oh, DMR mini floorboards. Those were amazing. So these are like, just, I don't know, they're so comfortable for your feet. Just such a good like planted platform. I feel like they stick out a little bit further. I haven't scraped them yet, but I haven't really been able to rip on this bike yet. Hopefully that camera's doing good back there. Oh, I didn't mention the highway pegs that mount to your frame down here. They do nothing for if you're crashing. They're not a type of crash bar. They're just highway peg. Let's see, the lighting, I did the Baja Designs LP6 headlight in the front, and I did that headlight. It's super bright. I know some people are gonna be like, oh, it's too bright, you're blinding people, not DOT approved. Whatever, bro. I can't see shit at night at all, and if I don't have a good headlight, I have to go super slow because I can't tell how fast the corners are coming up, how tall or how tight they are, and it's just fucking terrifying to ride at night. And it sucks for everybody else I'm riding with too because they got to go slow. So Baja Designs headlight. When I went to this windshield, because of this curve and it kind of comes in, I had to switch these little mirror mounted, and I'll probably show you some B-roll. but these little mirror mounted blinkers, turn signals in the front, that eliminated that. I have a Moons MC rear tail light with the integrated blinkers, and that's because I have these Leather Pro saddlebags. Now the Leather Pro saddlebags are great because, dude, you can fit a tent and a sleeping bag in one of the bags. It is pretty amazing. I pack the heck out of them everywhere I go. They zip so you can expand them. They're ridiculous. I seriously think I can fit more in my Dyna bags in these Leather Pro bags than I can in my Road Glide bags. Honestly. You know, and I think it's just because it's material, because it expands out. You know what I'm saying? I love the stock mirrors. I just feel like I can just see so much. And I ride a lot in every condition year round, so I love being able to see behind me. I know people like the little mirrors and put them under your arms. That's just not for me. Oh, dude, these right here. Look at these one finger levers. Badass, dude. So these were actually given to me by my friend Connor. One day he was in the bike shop and he seen my bike in there. He's like, what's up with this badass Dyna in there? That's got everything. It's done to the nines, and it's got these old crusty oxidized levers on there. And I like the stock levers, dude. Maybe I'm weird, I don't know, but I do enjoy the stock levers. So, but these are seriously an awesome upgrade, dude. Look how fucking nice they are. Just blinging. And they're so easy to use, man. One finger levers here. Let's see if I'm missing. Oh, so, and just onto the cosmetic side of things, I hit up Willie Shiny, and I think he's in San Bernardino, and I had him do a chrome exchange on my lowers and my wheels. So those are just a chrome exchange. I didn't actually have them chrome. I just exchanged mine for chrome wheels. Where else are we? Lay down license plate. Obviously, I don't know what brand I got, but that one looks really cool. It's really sleek, smaller, but you do need like tin snips or something. You got to cut your license plate down to fit it in there. Okay, now to the motor. To the motor, I started with an SNS 585 cam. I did the whole cam chest kit, and it was great, worked great for me. But because this was my only bike, when I had my wife on it, it was not enough power in the kind of the beginning. It was boggy in the beginning of like taking off from the stoplight and stuff. So I wanted to get rid of that, and I initially was like, hey, can I just do a 107 or 110 drop-on cylinder kit? You know, and then talking to the bike shop, they're like, well, dude, if you're gonna do that, you might as well do heads. I was like, all right, fuck it then, let's do heads too. They're like, ooh, if you're gonna do heads, you might as well do the crank. All right, bro, well, fuck it, let's throw the crank on there. So we sent the crank out to, well, I'll get into where we got all the parts from. And they're like, yeah, to complete the build, you should probably get the throttle body. Okay, SNS airing, air cleaner, you know, and fuel injectors, and next thing you know, man, here we are. So what did we end up doing? We ended up doing a T-Man Performance Elite Pro Touring 107 kit with the 625 cam. We did springs, we did SNS roller rockers, what else did we do? All new lifters. We did the obviously, like I told you guys, we did the HPI throttle body, 5.3 injectors, I believe. It's getting kind of fuzzy now that it's been 2 years. I think that's all, but I'm riding and I'm new at this riding and talking thing. It dynoed at basically like 122 horsepower, 122 torque, and it is just a smooth runner. And the way I wanted this thing to ride or to feel was just like a touring bike. You know, I didn't want it to be all jumpy or anything. I wanted it to be smooth, consistent, and I wanted it to be able to rev out. And that's exactly what this thing is. With the big motor build, we put on a chopper house motor mount, and it's like a bagger style motor mount. Really cool stuff. At first, when I put it on, that thing was freaking jumpy, dude. This bike was like, you know, but you just got to give it a little time to break in, that's all. Coming over here to Harley Davidson while they're closed, just to sit here and talk to you guys. see. All right, we good. Make sure you get that Salt Lake air traffic control right there. All right, so we talked about the fairing and why I did it. Obviously the chrome brake lines. We talked about the brakes. We did it because of the color match. The Lindell rotors, chrome wheels. Oh, the little blinkers you didn't get to see. Let's see. Baja Design LP6. I actually need to go back to stainless. I did an oxidized bolt here because they're black and I thought it'd look cool. Don't do oxidized bolts on your bike. They rust. And we'll be doing an ARP setup here. I don't know, sometime in the next few years. Let's see. Okay, so quad lock, I told you about this. Vibration dampener, wireless charging head. SDC bag. This is amazing to have on road trips. Honestly, just at any time. I'm the type of person while I'm cruising and somewhere's dope, I'll pull my phone off and start videotaping, and sometimes it just doesn't go on easy and a turn's coming up or a hazard, you just throw it in there. What else do we do? What up, dude? We're doing a video, man. Now you're in it. How you doing, dog?
I was like, that's Derby.
Yep, so that's Chris. So he's a guy that I bought my Road Glide from, and now he's a cool friend, man. We go riding and whatnot together. Saddleman, I had the regular Diamond, and then it cracked, so I went to this tuck and roll, and this tuck and roll is way more comfortable. All right, also down here for heated gear, you need one of these if you don't have one on your Dyna. The stock ones suck. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. That's my Dyna build. If I forgot anything, I'll go over it with you in a second, but I'm gonna go see Chris. I'll see you guys later. What's up, dude?